Well, just begin by telling us what you were discussing here, the presentations you've been making, and the significance for you as an organisation as well.
Thank you. I first of all explained the business model of TAV Airports, which is quite different than our peers. It's very hands-on, but it's also very applicable to emerging markets, especially the Middle East, because local capacity sometimes is lacking. And so we bring our whole team, not only in terms of airport operations, but also duty-free, ground handling, IT, and others, all aspects, and we bring them to an airport and we manage hands-on. And that has excellent results for us.
And that's interesting, you say different, but producing good results, that shows that that's a process that works. So interesting to share that so other people can perhaps learn from that.
And that's the intention. We are not trying to hoard information, we're trying to share information, and we're trying to learn from others also what their experience has been.
And why go with that approach? Why be more hands-on?
It depends on the region. If you have strong local suppliers, if you have a strong regulatory framework, if you have airlines that are scrutinized by the regulators, such as you have in the EU, then perhaps you don't need to do that. But we need to adapt to the environment that we are working in and also to the passengers that we are serving, and we do that quite well.
And of course the emerging markets sector is so very important because obviously, logically, that's where all the growth is coming from.
Absolutely. We are growing in more than 20% a year at most of our airports, and we need to continue this growth, but also to continue to be able to offer new products and new services as the nature of the market changes, because people are becoming more used to travel and they have different expectations so it's quite a dynamic process.
And why was it important for you to come to this conference and share your experiences?
This is one of the conferences that I love to come to because all my colleagues are here and I can just sit back and listen to what's happening around the world, and people are quite open to share their experience because ultimately we care about our industry, and even if we may be competitors, a passenger that's leaving from a competitor's airport will ultimately end up in my airport, so we have a common interest.
It's a very powerful experience in that way in terms of the networking, but obviously the level of people, the quality of people that are here.
Yes, it's a very high quality and very pleased with that, but also of course we have interaction with the suppliers and service providers, and that helps to come in one place for 2 or 3 days and meet with everyone.
I saw you on the exhibition hall earlier on. As you walk round you sort of bump into people, but it gives you a chance to see what's happening and maybe sometimes see things that you perhaps hadn't thought about.
Oh, it's amazing, and sometimes it's embarrassing because you may not recognize some people as we get older.
But I mean, it must be really important to be able to keep across all the developments in an industry that obviously is trying to obviously stay ahead.
Yes, absolutely. It's a very dynamic industry, and really glad to be part of it and really glad to contribute towards it as well.